Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Magandang topic ito. I think would be very useful para sa mga kababayan natin na alam ko marami sa inyo ang naghahanap ng mga employer na merong lamia. Okay? And nakuha ko itong idea na to because we have an email sender who actually suggested to do this topic. And to help us, ayan, discuss and answer his questions, kasama natin si Miss Geraldine Vallarail ng GHV Immigration. Her agency, guys, is based in Edmonton, but she can help you out anywhere here in Canada. And her email will be there you go, down there, crawling at the bottom, if you want to get in touch with Miss G. Thank you so much, Miss G, for agreeing to tackle this concern no, nung ating email sender.
Yes, thanks also for inviting me again, Miss Ina, no? Uh,
Oh,
Oo.
I,
Especially discussing this topic because recruiting is very close to my heart. As
yes, guys. O sige, bibigyan ko kayo ng iba pang intro kay Miss G.
Mhm.
I thought about inviting her because, alam nyo ba, bago pa po siya naging RCIC, matagal po siyang nagtrabaho bilang isang recruiter. Right, Miss G? So I thought you would be perfect to discuss this. How many years ka naging recruiter, Miss G? In
Ay,
Canada, guys, ha? Oo.
in Canada, it was like I could say 7 years in
Oo, di ba?
Canada before nag-decide ako na mag full-time immigration consultant.
All right.
Mm.
Okay, now puntahan natin yung email. Of course, I sent this to Miss G in advance. Although sabi na nagsend, no, anonymous na lang daw, so I will not mention any names kung sino siya. Ang concern niya basically, saan ba talaga dapat maghanap? Anong job sites ba talaga makakahanap ng Lamia? And I like the point that he raised in the email. Sabi niya, people are genuinely looking for new Lamia supported jobs. Marami naman po kasi, sabi niya, ang nakaka-experience. Halimbawa na may job posting sa job bank and other sites, pero
Mm-mm.
parang for compliance lang naman daw ang nangyayari. For compliance meaning, there are employers kasi who are just, posting job advertisements
Yeah.
as part of a requirement po yan para makakuha sila ng Lamia. So
Mm-mm.
in short, kahit pa mag-apply ka dyan, mataas ang posibilidad na hindi naman pala nila i-consider din kasi gusto nila ng Lamia.
Mm-mm.
Okay? Ang sabi niya, ito, I believe this would be a very timely and eye-opening topic, lalo na para sa mga workers na nandito sa Canada at gustong magstay legally and smoothly through proper employment pathways.
Mm-mm.
Okay? Ito, may mga specific points siya, Miss G, na ni-raise. Let me put it up. Kinat ko na lang kasi yung kanyang email. Anong job sites actually work for inside Canada applicants? How do you identify real hiring employers versus compliance-only postings? Meron bang practical tips raw for workers who are already here seeking legitimate new Lamia opportunities? Ayan, Miss G. Meron na bang nagtanong ng ganito sa'yo, Miss G, like advice on where to find these jobs?
Yes, I do receive yung parehong questions again and again. Now, dahil as you know, napakaraming mga foreign workers na mag-expire na ang kanilang mga permits this year, to be specific. No? So meron nga tayong tinatawag na parang quiet exit no since
Mm-mm.
last year, but it's another topic. And then, Miss Ina, sabi mo nga, your introduction, I was a recruiter bago naging immigration consultant. Total years of experience been more than 20 years. Please don't count my age.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 7 years approximately here in Canada. Now, I've worked for an agency, environment, and a corporate background also. So I was able to handle yung iba't ibang industries, no, kahit pa food industry yan or engineering, technical, most industries, medyo I was blessed na na-handle natin yan.
All right.
So I have posted hundreds of jobs. No, I have also experienced sitting with other recruiters and of course hiring managers. So kasama na po dyan yung local hiring and yung parang nga sa mga foreign workers. So
Okay.
ang masasabi ko dyan, when you see a job posting, you should always keep a bit of a healthy doubt whenever you look at it. Now,
Mm.
was it posted mainly for LMIA compliance? So remember, employers are required, so it's mandatory for them to post the position for a minimum of 30 days. So sabi nga para to show or i-prove na ay walang Canadian or walang permanent residents na available to fill the role. Challenging din sa employers to find the right candidate. So yung tanong na yon, LMIA use lang ba or not? There's always a bit of a doubt whenever you look at the job posting. So my answer there is yes or no, or yes and no, Miss
Oh,
Ina. Very
is
frank.
there a way, Miss G, to like, meron ka bang pwedeng hanapin sa isang job posting that could give you a clue if it's only for yung compliance nga lang ba kaya siya nagja-job posting o talagang legit na naghahanap siya?
So kung yung job posting is being posted for a long time, not like over a month, also it's more of it's only posted for compliance only.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you submit, you saw a job posting, you submit a resume, and instantly you receive a call, no, inviting you or email inviting you for an interview within a day or let us say 1 week or 2 weeks, and ask for interviews quickly. No, then tanungin din kayo about your availability, your work permit status, and then they discuss yung duties and responsibilities, expectation, and transparent about LMIA. Then, yeah, it is a legitimate job.
Okay.
And also remember, Miss Ina, posting for LMIA, it is mandatory na i-post kasi sa job bank. No?
Mhm.
I'm not saying na pag nasa job bank, ano na yon, only meant for LMIA, not. But I can confidently say 80% ng
Nako.
makikita mo sa job bank are meant for LMIA. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to say is not to totally get rid of the job bank. What you have to do is check yun rin yung mga legitimate sites
Okay.
na possible na makakuha kayo ng job. Like for example, LinkedIn, Indeed, targeting nyo yung mga company career sites. No? Attend kayo ng mga job fairs, mga hiring events. So meron din mga provincial job boards like SAS Jobs, no, and other provinces. So those are good sources of jobs na available not only for locals or PR or citizens but also for foreign workers.
Oo, actually, Miss G, yun nga yung next question ko, no? So, guys, no, I think nagiging ano lang, mabait si Miss G. So, parang wag na kayong umasa masyado sa job bank. Kung 80% pala doon, talagang for compliance lang. But realistically speaking, Miss G, for sites like Indeed and LinkedIn, maraming bang employers na naghahanap dyan ng TFW?
It is
Or
possible.
rather, nag-o-offer pala ng merong lamiya na hawak na?
They will not tell you, of course, that they have available LMIAs. No, for many, like with my experience, marami ring mga employer that they will tell you frankly kung mag-accommodate ba sila ng foreign workers or available lang ba yung job for locals. I know, but LinkedIn, it's really possible. It's really possible, and I did have employers, no, when I was not yet an immigration consultant, na even foreign workers is talagang tinatanggap nila. Now,
Oo.
just to share with you on LinkedIn, for example, siguro next one, sorry,
Oh, sige, go.
just talking about LinkedIn. Remember, finding a job is a job itself. No? Especially pag medyo patapos na yung validity ng permit nyo. So we are talking about like let us say yung mga low skilled or especially the high skilled job, mga professional jobs. Now, LinkedIn is a go-to. Uh, I'm not directly associated with LinkedIn. With my experience as a recruiter, I really used and we really used a lot on LinkedIn and of course Indeed as well. Yeah, so sabi ko
Mhm.
nga, finding a job is a job itself. No, uh, you also have to consider na yung mga small and medium-sized businesses are more open sa LMIA application. Isa pa rin na masasabi ko, walk-ins work, mag-drop kayo ng mga resume nyo, no? Introduce yourself. For example, if you're a food service supervisor or a cook, you're in that industry, mag-walk-in kayo. No, print a lot of like resumes and then introduce yourself and ask kung may hiring ba sila. Remember, and I always tell this to my clients, no, even if you drop hundreds of resumes, remember you only need
Mhm.
one company to help you out para ma-overcome yung yun nga makapag-apply uli kayo or ma-extend nyo yung stay nyo
Okay.
as a foreign worker. Yeah. So and also tailor your resume to a Canadian format.
Mhm.
Maraming mga resume minsan magsasabit sa'yo 5-10 pages. No? So that's not the right way. Your resume must be short, clear. 1 to 2 pages are enough. No, mag-focus lang kayo doon sa job,
Mhm.
responsibilities nyo, and achievements nyo.
Oo.
Don't put so much like a diary na dun sa inyong resume.
All right. Miss G, I think one challenge, mas struggle kasi for eto mga kababayan natin kung kanino para tong episode na 'to,
Mm-mm.
is they are quite ano na, tight na sa kanilang time, eh, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Usually ito po kasi yung, baka naka-closed work permit, hindi na na-renew, kailangan ng bagong employer. Or expiring soon ang kanilang, permit, so kailangan nila ng bagong employer.
Mm-mm.
When they do, or if they do what you just suggested,
Mm-mm.
paano ba ang dapat na approach? Because they really wanna target those with Lamias.
Mm-mm.
How do they try to maximize their job hunting time para mas malimit doon? Or wala bang way? Kumbaga wala kang choice, eh, kailangan mo lang talagang mangatok and then later on ask
Mm-mm.
if they are hiring foreign workers. Ganun ba ang dapat na strategy? Hindi ba mato-turn off yung
Mm-mm.
employer kapag ganun agad ang approach nila? Paano ba dapat diyan?
Yeah, I highly suggest not just after knocking the door and then they let you in straight away ask, now you're a foreign worker looking for an LMIA. No, definitely that's a turn off
Mhm.
as an employer. No, of course you have to tell them first what you can offer. And then later on, when you get the chance, definitely the employer will ask you. No, it's more of they will ask you about your availability, no, anong status nyo dito sa Canada. And then you can gradually and diplomatically tell the employer about your situation. No, there is always a possibility na kahit walang LMIA or not even a plan ng isang employer na mag-apply ng LMIA, pero pag talagang nagustuhan ka nila and what you can offer, LMI application is always possible.
I know. Oy, shout out. May ganyang experience yung isang kaibigan natin, Miss Gino. Hi, Randy Boy. Ganyan ang ginawa niya actually. Kukwento ko sa inyo. If not,
Mm-mm.
i-follow niyo yung kanyang vlog din, Randy Boy vlogs. He went knocking on mga doors of companies sa isang rural town in Manitoba. Yung isang employer na nagustuhan siya, walang lamiya. But siguro na-impress, no? Na-impress kay Randy Boy. Sa kitchen, biglang tumawag, tsaka lang tumawag sa isang like immigration na professional. Paano ba kumuha ng Lamiya. So tama yung sinasabi ni Miss G that it happens. Siguro nga, depende rin sa magiging feel ni employer pag kayo ay ma-meet in person. Mali mo, willing dumaan doon sa proseso. Pero I think one issue there na kailangan bantayan, Miss G, is yung length pa ng validity ng permit ng isang applicant. Kasi
Mm-mm.
matagal mag-apply ng Lamia, for example, if magsa-start pa lang from zero, right, Miss G?
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's
Mang,
true. So
oo.
you're walking on thin lines there because yung timeline, ano, so if that is the case, at any cost, wag kayo magpapawala ng status.
Oo.
Pag wala na talagang way na, for example, wala talagang LMIA, they convert to visitor. But then again, no, hindi na makakapag-apply ng work permit if you're inside Canada. There are instances that you can apply, pero pag nakuha mo yung approval, for example, you need to exit the country and come back to claim your work permit sa airport.
Na.
Yes, Miss Ina. So that is the case. The possibility is always there. Another thing also, there is a way. For example, that we use the term Mark. So si Mark is 1 month na lang ang natitira sa validity ng kanyang visa. So there is an employer who would like to offer a job. No? And then willing to, the employer did everything to look for someone na magtatrabaho sa kanila pero hindi talaga nag-work out. For example, kasi it really happens, Miss Ina, marami talagang job seeker din, PR, Canadian citizens na naghahanap ng trabaho. But the reality is, they are very picky. No, it's more of like they will just work for, like, let us say 1 month for a short period of time, and then after that, aalis na ulit. No, that's a common problem na nararanasan ng mga employer. That's why also they are resulting into hiring a foreign worker.
I see.
Oo. So yun nga, so si Mark may 1 month na lang, nakakuha siya ng employer na willing to support ang kanyang application. Now, actually, Mark can apply for a work permit, for a new work permit, but the employer should continue looking for like Canadian and PR through job ads. But then, of course, he'll gonna use that, o ng employer will use that para sa application ng LMIA. Mark will only need that LMIA application number to use. Pwede siyang mag-apply ng work permit extension or work permit, no, bago ma-expire yung kanyang new work permit. So automatically, makaka-receive siya ng interim authorization to work letter that will allow Mark to continue working.
All right.
Oo.
Miss G, kailan dumarating yung Lamia application number na yan? Is it after the 30-day compliance ng job posting? And then they can apply? Or right from the start ng ano pa lang?
Right from the start, LMI application is done online. So once a consultant or a company create or initiate an LMI application, no, like let us say ABC company, create a new LMIA, it will generate an LMIA application number. So yun yung kailangan ni Mark para mag-apply ng kanyang extension. And remember, it's a legitimate employer who's looking for a worker. So kailangan din ilagay ni Mark doon yung information about the company. There are questions in the work permit application na kung ano yung kailangan niya from the employer. Then that's how it goes. So IRCC is providing 60 days. For example, nag-submit na nga si Mark ng work permit. Wala pa si LMIA. Wala pang decision. So IRCC is saying they are giving 60 days, no, para yun nga, for the LMIA to come and support the work permit application. Ano yun, it's a legitimate, but of course, it should not be a practice. I know you have covered this, Miss Ina, in one of your topics. I've watched that. No, na merong, with Dayanara, yes, I've said that, na something like applying for a work permit, though wala namang LMIA. No?
Oo, yung dummy, yung parang
Yes.
wala pa talagang job offer.
Then that's another topic. But this one, if you really have an employer who really wants your talent, your skills, then yeah, that is another way of applying para walang interruption dun sa work nyo. You can continue working.
All right. Okay. So that's one option pala, guys, no, kung makaswerte kayo. So i-attach lang yung application number nung Lamia. Okay, eto Miss G. Baka naman kaya nahihirapan din yung mga kababayan nating makahanap ng employer na may Lamia through job postings is Baka puro referral na lang ang gumagana ngayon. Meron ba silang mapupuntahan? What if very limited ang kanilang network, wala silang masyadong friends, walang
Oo.
may kakilala ng employer na may LAMIA, are there venues for them to meet and expand their network? Mga consultant ba puwede nilang puntahan para may makabulong sa isang employer na may LAMIA, mga gano'n?
You said it right, Miss Ina. No, it's also good and highly suggested to, reach out kayo sa mga consultants or even recruitment agencies that can possibly hiring. Another thing also, sinabi mo rin about increasing your network, yung mga referrals that
Mhm,
actually works magic in recruiting, Miss Ina. Now,
mhm,
with my experience, bakit through referrals mas pabor ang employer? It is because, of course, if like let us say you, Miss Ina, I'm the employer and you're referring someone, no? So parang may trust na doon na
mhm,
mabibuild. Plus, uh, as a recruiter, when I was a recruiter, one of the tedious tasks that I did have was yung reference checks. Now,
mhm.
most of the companies, they have to run yung reference checks na tinatawag. Tawagan mo yung previous employer or any references na ibibigay ng worker. And that is one of the tasks that not my favorite, I would say. So kaya gusto ng mga employer na through reference. It
Ah,
works a lot.
okey. Yung nabanggit mo rin kanina, Miss G, yung company career sites. Ibig
Mm-mm.
sabihin yung talagang website ng kumpanya.
Mm-mm.
Meron din bang mga nag-o-offer dun? Makakahanap ka ba ng, employer willing to get a LAMIA through those yung careers, hanapin mo yung tab na yung link no na jobs or careers, yung ganyan?
Mm-mm. Yes, it is highly possible, Miss Ina. 90% of the employers, they won't post a job sa kanilang career site if they really don't need
Okay.
ang tao,
Mhm,
because it's another job for them also to keep that, job ads working there. And of course, tingnan niyo rin yung validity ng kailan na ba, gano'n na ba katagal nagra-run yung job ads na yon online, no?
mhm,
Yeah, everything is possible for any employer. Sabi ko nga, kahit wala pang balang mag-apply ng LMI ang employer, no? But if they see something in you, they will go for it. Another thing also is very important. For example, okay, nag-apply kayo online or even through referrals, nakakuha kayo ng interview requests. It's very important din na i-prepare nyo yung sarili nyo for the interview practice. Now,
mhm,
when I was not in the immigration, not the immigration consulting space, that is one of the services that I was tawag dito, binibigay sa mga client ko noon, preparing them for an interview, and it really works,
mhm.
Miss Ina.
I
No,
see.
you have to practice, especially pag kasi sinabi ng like foreign worker, you are not a native English speaker, no? Instantly they're thinking, ay baka magkaroon ng language barrier. Yeah,
Mhm.
culture barrier can be there as well, but pag nag-practice kayo for the interview and you presented yourself very well, no? So isa na yung step para makapasok kayo doon sa
Okey.
company.
Okey. Naalala ko lang Miss Chino, sometimes on Indeed, hindi
Mm-mm.
job bank, Indeed, yung mga job posting parang may maliit na note dun na, for with LAMIA or mga ganyan. Minsan may note yung job posting na for LAMIA. Ibig sabihin dun compliance posting ba yun?
Pag sinabi nilang they have an already LMIA, is that the term?
Hindi, ano ba yung saktong term? I guess kung merong LMIA, de may alam mo yun puwede nang applyan yun ng mga ano natin,
Possible may
audience.
LMIA sila. Yes,
Okay.
already
How do
LMIA.
you ano, I'm just asking for another identifier ba para
Mm-mm.
malaman kung compliance posting. Kasi earlier you mentioned kung matagal na yung posting, ibig sabihin likely for compliance yun.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Are there other identifiers in a job posting na puwede pang, tingnan?
That's it eh. So
Hindi
one of
preferred.
the requirements sa job ads posting for the LMIA, no, kailangan daw, if you can make the job posting identical, let us say job bank, and nag-post ka for another like two job sites, and if it looks very identical, parang copy paste. So it's more of like, oh, I've seen this in job bank, and
Mhm.
it looks very identical, like copy paste, that can be like, yeah, I would say this is for the LMI. But remember, Miss Ina, possible din naman na nagpo-post ng job pero wala pa talagang workers.
Yun na nga eh. You know, I was gonna say, kasi parang yung compliance, it would seem na meron na silang nire-reserve for that Lamia that they are requesting for, right?
Mm-mm.
Parang,
Yeah,
is that always the case?
that's not always
Hindi naman.
the case. No, hindi naman. Meron talagang mga legitimate na naghahanap talaga ng foreign workers. That's why they're resulting to applying for LMIA. Kaya nga
Oh,
sabi ko kanina, sagot ko doon, yes or no. Don't disregard each and every posting. No,
mm,
looking for a job hunting is a job itself. Sa panahon ngayon, kailangan talaga super tiyaga ka. No,
mm,
and then yeah, you only need
hirap.
one employer to help you out.
Oo nga, eh, mahirap talaga 'no, Miss G. Because ako sometimes 'no, naiisip ko, it's a little bit unfair for those meron siyang aspect of unfairness, yung compliance posting.
Mm,
Lalo na yung gumagawa na we all know it's common practice na meron ng inaay talaga na na
worker.
worker, right?
Mm,
Yung parang, ano ba 'yan, una sa lahat, basically, hindi ka naman talaga hiring. It's just for compliance. You're gonna waste the energy, waste the attention of, all these other job seekers. Parang walang protection ba itong mga job hunters na desperately looking for an employer, no?
yeah.
Yeah, I just,
Medyo pinahirap na rin ang ESDC ngayon ang yung sa job ads, if
mm,
you look, only if you have the chance to know about the job bank, kasi makikita mo lang doon job posting, no? But if you're the employer, if you're the hiring manager, pinahirap nila ngayon. There are lots of like stages na para ma-prove mo talaga na wala kang makuhang PR and
I see.
citizens. Oh, yes, Miss Ina, LMI application is a tedious job already in the
All
past.
right.
Ngayon, parang feeling ko na nadagdagan ng mga another 40%
I
yung
see.
defense na kailangan mo.
Oh, tama ba, Miss G? Parang, I think, nire-require na merong, kumbaga, patunay na nag-interview man lang sila ng ibang mga candidates, mga ganong additional requirements, right?
Dati na naman yun na
Oo.
requirements. Oo, dati na yun. That you really need to, like yung mga na-receive mo na resume, you have to shortlist. But of course, pag nakita mo kasi yung responses dun sa job post mo, you will receive more than 100 resumes. And then definitely, you as an employer or recruiter, you don't have the time na interview lahat yun. Pero yun nga, shortlist mo based on your preferences and needs mo for that particular job. So, kailangan mo talagang interviewin, Miss Ina, and
I see.
create a recruitment summary report.
Oh, okay. Sana sinusunod talaga yun, guys, ano, para at
Mhm.
least meron namang oportunidad makipaglaban for that position yung mga nandito na sa loob, no, ng Canada. Last na lang, Miss G. Do you advise, okay ka ba sa idea of extending on visitor record para maghanap ng Lamia? I just had an episode about this. Curious lang ako sa position mo dyan.
Oo, there's nothing wrong in that. I know, taking the chance to find an employer. And sabi ko nga, if you're already inside Canada, you have a huge advantage. No, kasi physically nandito ka na sa Canada. You can the employer will have the chance o i-meet ka face to face, and employers prefer that, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't see anything wrong in that. Pero if you feel like parang nababawasan na yung tawag dito, confidence mo, let's say meron kasi nag-i-stay na dito for the last 2 years, naka-visitor pa rin, 'di ba?
Mm.
And they keep looking for a job. There should be an end for everything also,
Oo,
'di ba?
oo.
Kasi ano pa yun affect sa future application nyo. Remember, there's a story like this with Ina. Di
Oh,
ba, visitor, lumabas, bumalik, na-refuse na. Kasi ang sabi ng officer, tumigil ka dito sa Canada ng napakatagal na panahon. I think it was like 2 years or more than two
mm.
years. So it is showing na medyo mahina yung home ties mo. Kasi parang ginagawa daw bakasyonan ng Pilipinas, dito na yung tirahan. Kasi mas matagal
Baliktad.
dito sa Canada. Mas matagal sa Canada.
Oh,
Bumalik sa
okay.
Pilipinas for a short period of time, balik ulit. Diba?
Yung
It's
second balik niya, Miss G, visitor pa rin yun. He tried to come in as a visitor again.
visitor.
Tapos hindi na siya pinapasok.
Yes.
Wow!
Oo, yun nga ang sagot ng officer. No, it looks like Canada is your home and Philippines is yung bakasyonan mo. Kasi
Mm.
ang tagal mong tumira sa Canada, very short time ka lang nag-stay sa Pilipinas, no? And then bumalik ka kaagad, which it
Oo.
makes sense din naman. So, if you really see na wala talagang imagine with 2 years looking for a job and nothing, I suggest na bumalik na lang ng Pilipinas, no, and or yung home country nyo. And then if you have your relatives here, no, friends, just give them a heads up na hey, if you hear someone and naglo-look for a worker like me, then let him know.
Yeah. Oh, alam mo, reminder din to, guys. No? I think more than a year ago, I had an episode about this. Kahit pa valid yung inyong visitor visa, okay? There could, an immigration officer dito sa Canada, imagine lumipad ka na dito, no? Posible ka pa rin niyang i-turn away. Right, Miss G? Even if your visitor visa is valid. It has, believe it or not, okay? It has happened in some cases. I'm trying to recall ano yung case na napag-usapan ko in an episode a long time ago. But yeah, you can look it up. Okay, hindi yan automatic. Yes, likely papasok ka, pero there could be reasons na mamutasan ka nung officer katulad nung sinabi ni Miss Gino. Kasi I would assume valid yung visitor visa nung pumasok yun, Miss G, and then yet hindi siya actually pina-enter, no?
Yes, yes. Those
Oo.
are real stories. No, na kailangan if you're coming back, for example, you have a visitor's visa, it's still valid, no, or ETA. It's not an assurance na makaka-enter ka. So you should be ready then dun sa reasons mo bakit ka babalik ng Canada. Of course, your proof of funds, no, saan ka titira. Be ready with all those questions. And remember also, the CBSA, yung nasa airport, no, they have the right to even look at your phone, no? So kung like let's say papasok ka ng Canada and you have the conversation with your friends or anyone na naghahanap ka ng trabaho, then possible kang mahuli doon.
Yeah. Oo. Ito yan, no, baka magduda sila dun sa sinasabi ko, no? Kasi I remember when I had that episode, some people had doubts about it, no? Na parang, paano ka i-deny? May visa ka na nga, parang ganyan, no? Wait. Ito po yan, ha? Canada.ca to, guys, ha? Okay, prepare for your arrival kung ikaw ay may visitor visa. Upon arrival, tignan natin dito. Ayan, no? A valid visa and travel document, they don't guarantee that you can enter Canada. Okay? Hindi sila guarantee kahit valid yan. Ang nakasulat dito, when you enter Canada, in some cases, the officer may limit or extend your time in Canada depending on the purpose of your visit. You won't be allowed into Canada. For example, if you give false or incomplete information, the officer must be convinced that you leave, yung pangalawang bullet, that you leave Canada at the end of your approved length of stay. So there could be reasons, no, for you to still be refused pag pasok nyo dito. Okay, well anyway, that's a good point raised by Ms. Gino. Risks of extending too long on visitor record. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. G, for your insights, guys. We will end this episode here. Kung meron po kayong mga advice din, malay nyo, no? Meron sa inyong successfully nakahanap ng Lamia employer, share them down there in the comments section para matulungan natin yung iba nating kababayan na naghahanap ng Lamia employer. We will end this episode here. Yung email po ni Miss G ay yung gumagapang sa baba. Nakalimutan ko pala, Miss G, tanongin ito. Pwede ba silang lumapit sa'yo? Baka meron kang mga employers na kakilala naghahanap? Meron bang ganon?
Yes, of course. I just want to let you know also, Miss Ina, no, most of the time I do provide yung mga free consultations, but it's in a group. It's in a group setup. Oo, I have done that especially dun sa mga foreign workers na medyo, yun nga, patapos na yung kanilang mga permits. No, it also adds courage, no, and motivation somehow. Yeah, I do provide like a free consultations for that, but then again, it must be in a group setup, not one-on-one.
Ilan yan, Miss G? Baka merong, I can help you, you know, set up a group, mapanood nila to, gusto nilang sumali. Guys, again, free daw yan, ano, para sa mga nanganganib na ang status at meron kayong katanungan. Should they email you? Or, sige, kung mag-PM kayo sa akin, or you can email Miss G, I will forward your message din naman to Miss G kung sa akin kayo mag-PM at gusto niyong sumali dyan. Okay, so we will end this episode here na talaga. Thank you so much, Miss G. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Oops, yan.